Hi there. Anybody there? Anybody out there? I sound like Pink Floyd. Is there anybody out there? I know a couple YouTubers are live right now, but I can't let that stop me from going. So, hello, happy Thursday. How are you? It's a nice sunny Thursday here in the Shy, Chicago. For those of you who don't know what the Shy means, it's 63 degrees and partly cloudy. I don't know why. What's the difference between partly cloudy and partly sunny? I know mostly sunny and mostly cloudy, but when it's partly, why one or the other? I don't know. Doris is here. Hello, Doris. Yeah, I why not just say partly sunny instead of saying partly cloudy? I mean, put a positive spin on it. My puppy is like bothering me. He just wants to come up here. Mm. What do you want? What do you want? Oh my gosh. What do you want? There's no food here. Nothing. No food. You could say hello to the people. Say hi. Hi. It is kind of like a glass half full or half empty. Right. Same thing. So why not say the better one? You know, because if I'm looking at the weather and I read partly cloudy, I'm going to be in a mood if I'm feeling vulnerable right at that point. But if I read partly sunny, it's going to make me feel better. So I don't know why they don't try to cheer us up. So anyway, I thought I'd try something a little different. I usually go live on my phone, but today I'm using my laptop and we'll see how it goes. It's a little different. Yeah, it's a little different, Chester. For those of you who don't know, this is Chester. Chester, the miniature pincher. He's 7 months old. He's my partner in crime when Dad's not here. Because when Dad's here, he forgets who I am. I got some water. What is everybody drinking this afternoon, or could it be evening for you? Um, let's see. What time is it in across the pond? It's 8 o'clock in London and 9 o'clock over where Ursula is. And my in-laws in the Philippines, it is 3 a.m. So what is everybody working on? You have Bentley, your golden retriever. Oh my gosh, that's a cute name for a golden Bentley. Bentley, like that's like a butler's name, Bentley the butler. There was a store. Doris is drinking spiced tea, and it's 3 o'clock in Pennsylvania. Yeah, you're in the mountains. Um, um, Bentley the butler. Okay, there was a store in the mall called Bombay. Bombay, I think. I think it was just Bombay. It was like furniture. It was like wooden furniture, cute little decorations, nice. Kind of uh they kind of look homemade, but they're not. They're mass manufactured, but they're made to look like that. They had like this wooden guy dressed as a butler, and he had like a tray, and it was called Bentley the Butler, and it was like to put your anything on there, like if you wanted to put your bottle of champagne on there to serve it. It was the cutest thing, but everything there was overpriced. I was able to get two pieces from there because I was obsessed with that store. So as a newlywed, I got a TV stand, and then I got a coffee table. And the coffee table had a drawer, and then the top of the coffee table was a glass, so you could see through what was inside the drawer of the coffee table. You remember Bombay? Oh my gosh, I was obsessed with that store, and everything was just so expensive and so. I mean, I could stay in that store for hours, and it was like so cramped in there. Yes, can I help you? Why are you bothering me? I don't have any food. Okay, he's like a little toddler. You're a toddler, aren't you? A toddler. Yes, you are a toddler. Look what I found. Going through my drawer, I was looking for my checkbook, and I found this in the drawer. This is my book of crochet granny squares. I got this off of Amazon. Let me see. Is the picture coming in clear? Okay, yeah, it is. All right. Uh, and that it's got some cool stuff in there. I can't really open it because there's patterns in here, and the rules are that Okay, here's one. The front. Oh, duh. I made this one. This sort of wagon wheel. My husband purchased me a beautiful jewelry box at Bombay. Oh my gosh, that's a nice gift. That's a nice. I think I had a jewelry box too from Bombay. If I didn't get it from Bombay, it kind of looked like Bombay. But yeah, it was, man, that store. I needed to come back. Well, no, I spent too much money there. But yeah, I like this book. I was glad I found it. Guess what else I found? Looking for, I don't know, my aunt was crocheting something, and she showed it to me on FaceTime. And like, I know that color yarn. I said, I know I've made something with that color yarn. And I went digging through my stash of FOs, or this is actually a UFO, because I have yet to put the handles on this bag. I don't know, maybe I did show this before, but I love this bag. And I might even, I don't know, there's really no place to carry a bag, um because I don't go anywhere. But I think one of these days soon I'm gonna have to sew on the handles to it. I have to look at the instructions. I got this pattern from Jada and Stitches on her channel, so I gotta work on the handles for that. Not looking forward to it because I don't like to sew. I'm not a sewer. That's not my cup of tea. Speaking of cup of tea, I don't drink that either. I don't drink tea. This is actually water in here. I've already had 2 cups of coffee. Maybe you can tell because I'm a little bit hyper. But this is water for now. It's ice cold, and let's say, hi, Joanne. Let's see how long it stays ice cold. I like my water nice and frigid. I lost you for a minute. Oh my gosh. This mouse is so sensitive. I'm telling you. Okay, let's see here. I'm sorry. It's so sensitive. Sometimes it opens up windows that I don't want to open up. And then sometimes it closes windows that I don't want to close. It took me that long to remember your name. Oh, I'm sorry. I should put my name somewhere so you guys can remember. And Joanne is drinking coffee. I'm sorry I missed that. Okay. So yeah, it's a very lovely afternoon. It didn't start out that way. It started out in the 50s, and I wanted to take Chester out for a walk. And now that it's time for my YouTube live, of course, it's beautiful out. It's perfect weather for a walk. And but no, I got to do my live. But yesterday I took Chester out to the grocery store. I have a little stroller for him. Yes, I do. He's a little dog, and sometimes when I'm walking outside, I need to walk fast, and I can't walk fast with little Chester by my side, and he's still learning how to walk on a leash. So I got him a stroller so that I can take my walks better. My Wi Fi connection is fairly good. If you're on Wi Fi, try plugging into your router or moving closer to it. Oh, goodness. I am not close to my router. I think I'm maybe 15, 20 feet away from it. I guess that's not close enough. Hopefully, it gets better. Why is my Wi Fi not cooperating? Maybe I should switch to my internet. I mean, not my internet, but my. Let's do this. Let me switch to my hotspot with Verizon. Personal hotspot. Okay, let me do that now. Not really. Huh. Hey, Zach. Okay, you got to go to work. I assume your power's back on. And Joanne is in British Columbia. British Columbia is west, correct? All right, so what else is going on? Oh my gosh. I see that. Hmm, shoot. I thought I'd play, a little game with you guys. There's not many of you here, but it doesn't matter. Quality over quantity, right? Okay, I have a question for you. We're going to play a little game of this or that. I remember my grandmother went to British Columbia once, long time ago, and it was her first time on a plane, and she loved it. And Vancouver Island, I didn't know there. So is there Vancouver and Vancouver Island? My in-laws, I have some in-laws that live in Vancouver, and I've been there for a wedding, and we were there in August, so it was perfect weather. It wasn't hot at all, and it wasn't cold, so it was just right. Now, so let's play a little game of this or that. Hopefully my internet gets better. Vacation or staycation? What would you rather have? Would you rather have a vacation and you're going somewhere, like you're taking a road trip, or you're getting on a plane, maybe a train ride, and doing stuff? Or would you rather a staycation where you stick around your house? Um, we've had staycations here in Chicago because there's so many things to do in Chicago that why bother getting on a plane or a train or a bus or loading up the car? There are so many things to do here. There's so many uh, sights to see and attractions to look at. So we've done a lot of staycations here, many years. Um, if not, we take vacation to Texas to see our family. I have some relatives there. Joanne says, need to catch a ferry to get to Vancouver Island. Okay. Let's see. I'm still fascinated with maps. I want to see that on a map. Okay. So I didn't know there was a Vancouver Island. Wow. Let's see that. Okay, let's see. Vancouver and Vancouver Island. I see that. I see. Wow. Yeah, there's no. Oh, wow. Okay. Chester, Chester, Chester. Come here, Chester. Here, Chester. I don't know what he's barking at. Chester, like you're going to do anything to anybody. Doris chooses vacation. Doris says, I believe Gary from Urban Yarn lives on Vancouver Island. You know, I always hear that name, Gary. He must be a popular guy. I don't think I'm subscribed to him. I'll have to check him out. Um, it catches my ear, that name, Gary, because can you see? I have a tattoo and it says Gary. I had a dog named Gary a while ago, and I had him for many years, and he had to be put down because he was really old and sick. He wasn't really old, he was just really sick. He was not even 12, he was days away from being 12. So I decided to get his name tattooed on my arm, but I hear his name, and I remember last year, or maybe it was the year before, I was watching Bag O Day a lot, and I was um, watching a lot of the channels that I do watch. Oh, Chester made Bentley bark. It's funny how the dogs can talk to each other through YouTube. Okay, so I was watching a live, and then they were talking about Gary. I think it was Granny D's channel. Bag O Day was she was talking about Bag O Day, and then she was talking about Gary, and I was just, I don't know, for some reason I was thinking Gary was Crystal's husband, which it's not. It's Eric. Eric is Crystal's husband. So I don't know. I was just, you're, I was a little confused. Okay. So next question. Well, this is kind of a this or that, but there could be three actually, because it says Netflix or Hulu. But I would like to add Amazon Prime because I also have that. Netflix, Hulu, or Amazon Prime, or oh my gosh, there's so many though. There's so many choices though. There's HBO Max, there's Apple Plus, there's Disney Plus, and there is Sling, I think, and just so many TV subscriptions. Paramount Plus, I have that. I have Paramount Plus, but this one must be old. This little this or that game. But how do you watch your TV shows or movies? I watch a lot of Amazon Prime, but currently I'm watching Netflix because I started watching The Crown. And I thought for some reason it started this year. I didn't realize it's 5 years old. It started in 2016 and it's still going on now and it's popular now. It like I heard it a lot when I was watching the Emmys. I heard The Crown, The Crown, The Crown. So, that struck it like, yeah, I was curious. Let me see what that show is all about. So now I'm watching it and I really like it. Doris says Netflix and my new one, HBO Max. There's something I'm coming on HBO Max that I want to see. I can't remember what it is. But I was about to cancel it and then I saw something coming out on HBO Max. And I said, "Oh, I can't cancel it because I want to watch it." Mm, it might be a scary movie. I also want to see Dear Evan Hansen, but that I can't remember how to watch that. I know in theaters and then something else. Something else. So I'm not sure. Does anyone out there know Dear Evan Hansen? How can I watch that? And I think does it start tomorrow? Hmm. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm watching The Crown, and that's very interesting. I'm into it. I like it. I watch, and the episodes are long. They're over an hour, some of them. And my husband's watching with me, and it's really good because it kind of refreshes my memory about history. I probably learned things like this in school. Joanne likes Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and Crave. Okay, Doris, that's the reason why I subscribed to HBO Max was the Friends reunion. So after I watched that, I kept it for a couple of months. I was about to cancel it, but there's something new that's coming and I want to watch it. But yeah, definitely watched the Friends reunion. Christine says, "Hi, Sandy. Did I miss you showing what you are working on? Thumbnail looked wonderful." I know that thumbnail is an older picture, and I thought I would use it, but I'm not working on that's. I fibbed a little bit. I didn't mean to fib. I just thought it was a cute picture that I took. I'm actually still working on my temperature blanket. Let me pull this over so I can thank you because I'm just gabbing away. Talk, talk, talk. But we're kind of chilling. We're playing a game of this or that. We've already done staycation or vacation, and then we asked Netflix or Hulu. I was talking about how I'm watching The Crown, and I'm into it. It's really, it's really a good show. Helps me to learn some history. Some of it, it's not all accurate. It's not all true. I mean, some of it, of course, Winston Churchill's on there. And of course, there was a prime minister named Winston Churchill. So it's based on the truth, but they put a little bit of fiction in there. So I think there's a bunch of notes that you can read on the internet, and I'm trying to keep up and see, try to get a little bit more insight to what I'm watching. Um, so next question is, night or morning? Are you a night person or morning person? I used to be a night person. Now I'm more of a morning person. It started when I learned to crochet. I would be so excited when I woke up. I'm like, oh, I'm up again. Time to crochet. I was like obsessed with crochet for when I first started for a while. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to work on and talk about and watch anything about crochet. I need to go. It was nice spending time with you. Thanks for coming in. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Doris. Take care and stay safe, okay? Um, Joanne prefers nights. Night person. Yes, I was a nice I was a nice person. I was a night person at one time. Um, my my son is a night person. One of my sons. And he actually had to change that lifestyle because he got a job that starts him 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So he has to change his whole lifestyle. But I told him that's better because, you know, once you're off of work, you're off of work and you have the rest of the day to go forward and do what you want if you're not too tired. But he says he'd rather work 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. That's his ideal shift. I don't know. That's not for me. I wouldn't want that shift. I don't know. When I'm like, if I started at 5 p.m. and I got up at, let's say, 10 a.m., because if I'm getting off at 1 a.m., yeah, I'll probably get up at 10. And I have it in my head that I have to go to work all day. I have to start at 5, start at 5, start at 5. You know, if even if I go somewhere, yeah, I can meet you there, but I have to be back. I have to be back by whatever time because I have to go in at 5. You know, I can go with you here. I can go there, but yeah, I don't like that. I'd rather just wake up, go to work, and get it over with, and then come back home and relax until it's time to go to bed. Yeah, but that's just me, you know. Okay, let's see what else. Hmm. Passenger or driver? Would you rather be a passenger and be chauffeured everywhere, or do you need to be in the driver's seat? I feel like a lot of people would pick driver because it's hard to be a passenger. But then at the same time, if you were a passenger, you can crochet while you're on the way to wherever it is you're going. Or if you're a reader, you can read, you can watch a movie on your phone. But I like to, I like driving, but lately it makes me nervous. Joanne, you haven't crocheted in a couple of days. Oh, are, are you the one who said you're in a lot of pain? Was that you, or was it somebody else? Hi, Cammy. I'm just saying hi. I can't stay long. No power. No power, Cammy. Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay, Cammy is out of power now. Last night, Zach from Mukbangs was out of power, and now you're out of power. That's gonna get a lot of people confused because you know there aren't many. Uh, there aren't many guys who watch this channel, and they might get you two for confused. But I know Zach um, was on here just a few minutes ago, so I'm assuming his power is back on, unless he's on his phone. Daphne says, "Hello, Hook Hook. I'm just stepping by to check your channel out officially while I knit a shawl." Daphne, welcome and good luck with your shawl. I'm I'm not surprised. I'm impressed with knitters all the time because I can't knit. The wind blew out the power last night. The wind, was it that windy? Oh my gosh. I didn't notice, but I do remember looking at my phone and seeing that today was going to be windy. And right now I'm looking out the window and I see the trees moving a little bit. Oh, yeah. Okay, Joanne. I know what you mean. I have a uh you know, I can relate. Is what I want to say. I can relate. I find that though crochet helps me with that. But sometimes I know if you're too in deep with that, you can't even pick up your hook. But I hope you're feeling better, and I wish you well in the days of ahead. Just I hope that you get better and better as each day goes by. What was the question? Okay, the question was okay. And Joanne says that she wants to be the passenger right now. Yeah, it's it's. I guess it's okay to be the passenger. You can do other things while you're driving. Of course, I know there's people who do lots of things while they're driving. I've seen people shave and put on lipstick, put on mascara. Guys are shaving and they're eating and drinking coffee on their phone, texting, and it's distracted driving. So now we got these self-driving cars. I'm glad you're feeling better. Um, yeah, these self-driving cars, if you can afford it. But one day, that's all they'll have, right? You know, I mean, because remember the days when we had to roll down the windows manually, and the nicer cars came with automatic windows, power windows, and now most cars are power windows when they're coming off the manufacturing, the whatever, when they're on off the line, when they're coming off the line, they're power windows. So maybe one day, I don't know if I'll ever see that day, we'll have all of us will have a self-driving car. Okay, my gosh, my internet is like really, really, really stinky right now. All right. Now that person is finally off of YouTube. That's good. I know I'm kind of a little bit competing right now with a lot of people on YouTube, and it's unfortunate because there's not not really any time of the day where there's nobody on YouTube live. There's always going to be somebody. I know I talk about this a lot, but okay. So let's get back to over here. All right. Mm, like train or airplane? Train or airplane? When you travel and you have to go far, would you rather take a train or take an airplane? I've always taken airplanes instead of trains, but one day I'd like to take a train ride because I don't remember taking a train ride in my life. I probably did when I was a little girl, but of course I don't remember. I'm talking little, like 2, 3 years old. My cousin Joe is here. Hello, how are you? We're just discussing. Right now, we're. I asked the question: would you rather take a train or a plane? We're just playing a little game of this or that. Aspie 93 is here. Hello, how are you? Is 93? Is that the year you were born? Does that make you 28 years old? Joanne has never been on a train. Yeah, me neither. I want to go on those trains where like you have your own room, your own compartment, your own like bedroom with a bed and a table, like a booth, and it's private. I see that on TV or movies, and I kind of think that's cool. Joe says that's a hard one, even though I've never been on a plane. And being on a plane is not fun lately because if you have to wear the mask the whole trip, I rather just wait till we're done with the masks. And same with the train. I want to experience it, the way it's supposed to be experienced. Oh, Aspie was born in 87. Oh, your SB93 is from a video game? Okay. I know those trains. It's not the same though because my son took a train and well, I didn't get him the ticket that with the fancy compartment and everything, but you know, uh he had to wear the mask the whole time and then it was stalled because a train up ahead of him got derailed and then they were stalled for hours. So when I was 18, I took a train, Christine says, to PEI. What's PEI? I spent a month down there. PEI. Prince Edward Island? Is that what it stands for? Turbulence is scary, Joanne. I mean, it's just I don't see how there'd be I don't get turbulence. It's like when you're in the car and it's bumpy, right? Okay, because you're on the road, but in the air, there's no road to be, there's no bumps. So why is it bumpy? It's just, it's just weird. Good. Oh my gosh. I can't believe what I just did. I can't believe what I just did. No problem. I'm just going to have to undo this. I put in red when I should have put in green. Red doesn't go in for another couple of days. So I'm just going to have to undo this and try again. Try again. Excuse me. Not a big mistake at all. But this is what slows me down, these little mistakes that I make. All right, let's get that green. No. Okay. And I'm almost finished with this green. This skein of green. All right, Chester. What are you barking at now? What is Chester barking at? Okay. So, yeah, I kind of like gave two answers or a non answer for that plane or train. And Joe says, I had a very weird and scary situation happen where a YouTuber looked up my phone number and called and texted. I don't know where he got it from. Um, I wonder because I know I know YouTube knows your phone number. I know they do because when I log in, sometimes it says, are you trying to log in from your phone? Should we text you? Thank you, Aspie. I know YouTube knows your phone number, and I bet you there are people, clever people, who can figure out all those things, how to, those hackers, how to get your information. People are clever. Only it's unfortunate that they don't use their cleverness to better themselves or better the world. Instead, they use their wits to, you know, get ahead, like jump ahead in line in of life. But to have the nerve to call and text, yeah, well, people, mm, people don't care. It's humans, Joe. It's humans. It takes all kinds of people out there. who will do all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's not even, it's normal to them. They have no problem doing anything out of the ordinary. It was that young man, Brett. Oh, I've I've read that name before. Can't remember where I've seen that name, but I remember seeing it. So, what did he want? Did he want anything specific, or was he just being silly just to pass time? Brett Worship Channel. Hmm. I hope everything's okay though with that. Yeah, I know there are some YouTubers who put their actual address in their description box on their videos. I know a lot of people put their PO box, which is fine. That can be scary too, because if if I'm looking at your PO box number and I'm close to where you are, I'm going to that zip code PO box, and I can wait for you there while you're trying to pick up your stuff. I mean, it's, unless you get it delivered, which is now a different story. So I don't know. It's kind of scary. Oh, he said found you? No, no, mm-mm, no, no, no. That's no, mm-mm. Found you. That's creepy. That is creepy. I don't like that. Unless somebody hacked into his, you know, I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Mm-mm. Um. Okay. This or that. Here's a good one. Would you rather owe somebody money or owe somebody a favor? Hmm? Would you rather owe somebody money or owe them a favor? Think about that one. Owe them money or owe them a favor. He's from our area. Oh no, that's no good. Joe says money. I think I agree, Joe. I rather, sometimes even doing things in life to get something for free, you have to jump over this hoop and log on to this website and put in that code, and oh my gosh, just I'll pay for it. Just give me that. I'll pay for it. I don't want to do, because you never know what the favor's going to be. Do they want you to teach your dog new tricks? Do they want you to paint their house, help them move? Oh, goodness. Help them move. No way. That's like, I mean, I've moved a few times in my life, and I was fortunate. I have a lot of good friends that helped me move, and I don't think I could be this that same kind of friend. I'm not a good, I mean, these were people who volunteered to help me move. They actually took the step and said, "Can I help you move? I would like to help you move." I didn't need to ask them, but I don't think I'm that kind of person where I would say, "Oh, you're moving. Do you need any help?" Mm-mm. And Joanne says she'd rather do them a favor because she doesn't have any money to give. And sometimes we are in that season. We can be in that season of a drought as far as our wallet goes. We can be in a drought, and I don't like those seasons. So that is a time where I would, yeah, I would prefer to do somebody a favor. Can I do something? Can I make you a meal? Can I cook you something? Can I bake you something? Can I crochet you something? Yeah. So I guess it does depend in it depends on what season you're in as far as your finances. What does it look like? Is it winter, dreary, cold, or is it spring and everything's blossoming and everything's warm and you know colorful? Joanne, yes, I have a lot of questions about that. I That's something that I'm interested in looking at, and I would like more information about that. And maybe we can talk later. Maybe I can give you my email. Um, I need some advice on that. But yeah, it's Christine says I have spent way too much for yarn since COVID season started. Yeah, look at Christine. Look behind me. I mean, oh my gosh, I've only been crocheting. This is just the top part, and this is just this side. There's all that over there. I've only been crocheting since January 2019. Before that, I owned no yarn at all. This was all empty. This wall was empty. That corner was just a piano. You know, right now my poor piano has a lot of yarn. That you know, I try to make it look nice and pretty, but if you wanted to play the piano, you'd have to move some yarn out of the way. But I think it looks, I don't know. I try to make it look cute, but I had to put the yarn somewhere. What is that? Oh, I'm looking at something off in the distance. What is this? This is cool. Oh, this is cute. Look what I found. I think this is, you know what this is? This is this is that, just with different colors. This just caught my eye. I guess I was moving something and dug this up. That's cool. Cool. I could tell this is Karen. Karen 1 pound. Now, Christine says, "Me too. Now I have too many blankets and other crocheted items. I know. Same. What do I do with them? Give them away? Nobody really is. Are nursing homes taking stuff? At the time, what's going on? I don't know. I know in the beginning of COVID, nobody wanted anything from anybody. Thrift stores weren't taking anything. Nursing homes didn't want anything. I don't know what's the protocol right now, but I really need to get rid of some stuff. But I have a bunch of granny squares, nonsense granny squares. It's because I was obsessed with granny squares at one point, and so I they're not in I'm not in any position to put them together. I don't like sewing. I don't like putting together things. I'm not a I mean, I don't do puzzles, so that's not going to happen. But I mean, what do we do with all these silly little granny squares? They're just oh, I don't know. Okay, let's go. This is an easy one. This is an easy one. Coffee or tea? Coffee or tea? I don't know a lot of people who do both, but I drink coffee. I don't drink tea. Christine says an average blanket costs around $100 for yarn, just with the yarn, and you're supposed to like triple the cost of your yarn when you sell it. And there's not a lot of people who want to pay that much for a blanket because they could just go to Target and get a cheaper blanket. and you know that it's not made with love. It's not, it's mass manufactured, and it's it's not gonna support any local business. Daphne likes tea. Christine likes both. So you are one of the people, the rare people that I know that like both coffee and tea. Are you like coffee in the morning, tea in the afternoon, or tea at night, like after dessert? I tried doing that. I tried drinking tea at night, and it's just not for me. I don't like the way my teeth feel when I drink coffee or tea. I'm sorry. My teeth feel dirty when I drink tea. I feel like there's a film on there. I just can't get rid of. But I do like iced tea. I like iced tea, especially the one you get, the tea you get from Cracker Barrel. They also have good tea at McDonald's. I like to get my tea sweet and half not sweet, because I feel the sweet tea is very sweet. And I feel the non sweet tea is not sweet enough. So I get half and half. And I do like that. But that's it. Hot tea, not, I, it's just not for me. Okay. I gotta cut this green and go back to orange pretty soon. I want to get done with this blanket. I mean, done, not done, but caught up with this blanket finally. I'm only working on this is September 9th. So I'm way behind. I got a lot of catching up to do. Okay. All right. Let me finish, and then we'll go to the next one. Oy, oy, oy. Oy, oy, oy. Oy, come on. Cooperate, yarn. All right. Come on. You can do it. Chain one, turn. All right. Okay. Sorry. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry. Okay. All right. This is weird one. Would you rather be what? What's that? Oh, John Alpha Charlie John Open Alpha. What? So you are you spelling like in the army times? I'm confused. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I wake up and have 2 cups of tea. Then, if I need more motivation, coffee. Oh, well, there you go. And Christine, where do you live? I'm curious. Joanne, Gmail dot oh com. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you, Joanne, because you don't want to put your actual email in. Okay, I get it. Thank you. 887 is in 11. Yeah, I will figure that out. You're Christine. You're in Ontario. Ontario. From what I remember, yeah, I remember that you were in Canada. I like to know where everybody is now. Oh, okay. So this one is kind of a unusual one. Would you rather be embarrassed or would you rather be afraid? Like if you had to choose, I would choose neither. But if you had to pick out of a box, you're gonna feel something. Do you like feeling? I mean, would you rather feel embarrassed or afraid? Some people like to be afraid, like terrified. They watch scary movies. Um, or would you rather be embarrassed? Here's I'll put a twist on it. What's worse? What's worse? Being afraid or being embarrassed? What's worse? Instead of having to pick one, who wants to pick one? What is worse, being afraid or embarrassed? So Christine answered before I changed the way she says afraid. So she'd rather be afraid, I'm guessing. Now Joanne is answering after I changed the question around. So maybe if you could put in the whole sentence, embarrassed is worse or afraid is worse. Um, I don't know what I would pick. Afraid. Embarrassed. Oh my gosh, embarrassment involves a lot of people. A lot of people, you know. Of fear just involves you. You know, no one knows. Afraid is worse for you. Okay, afraid is worse. Yeah, for me, I think embarrassment is worse because it involves people. Like, it, if I'm embarrassed, it's because people are looking at me, judging me and criticizing me, and that I'm not into that. But if fear is no picnic either, you know. But I think embarrassment would be worse for me. If I was afraid, I would have anxiety attack. Yeah, I I think I rather be. I mean, I think embarrassment is worse for me because I'm kind of used to being afraid. I'm already used to it. I used to at one point in my life I used to wake up afraid every day. Every day. I used to wake up and be afraid every single day. I Christine says I will go to lengths not to feel any embarrassment. Yes, yeah, I don't like embarrassment. I don't like to be embarrassed. It doesn't mean that I'm shy. I'm not shy at all. But I don't want to be embarrassed. Like I don't want to um, say something and then somebody said, that's wrong. You got that wrong, and everybody's laughing at me or making fun of me. No, that's not cool. But yeah, fear I'm already used to. My brain already knows what to do with it. But embarrassment, oh my gosh, embarrassment causes anger then, you know, and resentment later on. So I don't know. Okay, here's the next question: city or countryside? For me, it's city all the way. I'm a city girl. Although I live in the forest, a little bit away from the city, just a little bit, not too far, but I rather be in the city and I like to hear horns from a car. I like to hear people talking. I like to hear, you know, people driving, the motorcycles, the people like screeching with their cars. It's kind of like how I grew up. It's what I'm used to. I like to hear noise. I like to hear the sound of people living life. you know. I don't like to hear the sounds like bad sounds like gunshots or windows breaking. But if I do hear that, I'm used to it already. I'm just, it's normal for me. Not normal, but I mean, I like the sound of buses accelerating after picking up people, and trucks, when they make that sound with the that sound with their brakes, the air brakes. I like when I hear the sound of their horn go off. Oh, Christine, so you prefer country, but you live in the city. I see. I prefer city, but I live not in the country, but I don't live in the city. I don't live. If you look out my window, you're in the wilderness. You really are. My condo is deep, deep, deep away from the streets, so it's deep in the woods. And when I say deep, 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 I mean it's a long walk. It's about a quarter mile until you get to the street. So, but we're in deep, and it's very quiet here. The only neighbors I have are the deer and the possum and the raccoons and the owls and the other birds, the hummingbirds, the robins, the geese, the ducks. That's it. There's a lot of noise outside still, but it's not noise that I prefer. I prefer city life. I like that. Yeah, yeah, but I live near a bigger suburb of Chicago that it's very city like. So it's, oh, look, I just heard a motorcycle. So if you listen carefully, you can hear some motorcycles because I'm not too far from the bigger suburb that's off of Chicago. Speaking of Chicago, look who's here, Jeanette. I was just talking about Chicago and how I'm in a bigger suburb of Chicago where it seems like I'm in the city. We're playing this or that. And the question is city or country side, just not on such a main highway road. I used to live off of a really busy street, and it was uh it was nice to see the traffic. And my dream home is, oh my gosh, if I can pull this picture up. Can I pull this picture up off my phone? I My dream home is in a high rise downtown Chicago, and it's maybe probably about $1 million per unit, and is very luxurious. And you need an elevator to go. I have an elevator here, but like you're going, yeah, I mean, but I like, this building happens to have like a convenience store on the bottom floor and a restaurant too. And I just love that life. It's just so cool to me. Um, I don't know if I can find that picture of a building. Let me see. Let's see if I can find this picture. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Let's see. Let me try something else. Let me try something else. Okay. And I'm watching Castle. He has a high rise loft. Yeah, that's what I like. Um, what's it called? It's called River. It's in River North. North. Mm. Yeah, it's yeah. So here it is. That's that's the pool, um, and that's the building. I think that's the building, or but anyway, this pool is on the roof of a littler building, a smaller building, I believe. But it's similar to that. So, oh, there's my son. He's home. Let me get Chester. Let me pick up Chester. Hang on. Just a minute. Let me get Chester out of the way. Okay, you got my medicine? Thank you. Okay. Hold on just a minute. Okay. Give me a minute while I get this settled. Okay. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody. Come on, you go in your little place. Here. While your brother gets settled. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for your patience. Oh, the building? Yeah. So that's where I want to live one day, downtown Chicago. Okay, so we were playing a game of this or that. And the next question is this is weird. Smartphone or tablet? Do you like working on a smartphone or a tablet? I used to have both, and tablet was bigger. It was nicer for some things and more convenient. But smartphone is, obviously more portable. But in this question, I think I let's say you were doing a video. You were making a video. Would you make it with your smartphone or your tablet? I've never made a video with my tablet. My tablet is so old. My tablet is actually the first Apple iPad they ever made. Apple iPad 1, the first one. So, and it didn't have any Wi-Fi. It didn't have a camera. Didn't have any. I mean, it had Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, but I didn't have internet. Like if I left my house, I couldn't hook up to internet. I can go on Wi-Fi, but not internet. So it didn't have, and also didn't have a camera. Didn't have anything. But I still have that iPad, kind of, because my son took it with him to college, and it's there. It is. He doesn't even use it anymore. But you can't really use it for a lot of things. But I do want to get another updated tablet one of these days. Christine, she uses oversized TV and computer screens. And Jeanette has an iPad, but she's used to recording on her phone or laptop. Hey, Jeanette, did you ever figure out that issue with who was it that was locked out? VJ was locked out of your. She was blocked from commenting. Did you ever figure out that happened to me one time? I or somebody else accidentally blocked one of my subscribers, and that subscriber got a hold of somebody who got a hold of me, just like I did with you yesterday, to tell me, hey, Sandy, this is what's up. This person is blocked from your channel. But yeah, it's crazy how you can do that, because I know that I tried to block somebody from my channel um, during a live, and I couldn't figure it out. But it's funny that it's easy to do it on accident, but when you really want to do it, you can't figure it out. Jeanette says, I don't know how she was blocked, but I fixed it. Yeah, I can block somebody on accident, but I can't block somebody on purpose for some reason. I was trying to get rid of somebody on my they were commenting on my live, and I couldn't get rid of it. I could hide them, but I couldn't block them. Yeah. Okay, look, next one. Oh, smartphone or tablet. Did everybody answer? Yeah, I'm obviously for me it's smartphone, because I really don't have a tablet in my possession as of now, but I'd like a tablet. But here's my son. I know his answer would be both. That's his answer to a lot of things like that. Would you want this or that? Both, you know, or if it's something bad, neither. Would you want, would you want your punishment to be this or A, or the this B? Neither. But okay, the next question is camping or glamping? Camping or glamping? For me, it's glamping all the way. Hotel room service, pool, sauna, hot tub. No camping for me. I'm not an outdoor girl. Ryan, could you close your door, please? Oh, okay. Here we go. Sorry. Okay, camping or no camping for me, Joanne says. I don't like camping either. I know that my husband is an outdoors person. He's gone hunting several times. So he's into that, but I don't think he sleeps outside. I think at the end of the day, he goes in like a cabin, you know, or something. What's it called? Glamping? No camping. Yeah, so it's glamping, like glamorous camping, So you're, instead of saying in a tent in the woods, you're staying in a hotel in the city or a suburb, close to a Cracker Barrel and close to somewhere to get your nails done, and maybe even order up somebody to give you a massage. Actually, we are gonna hopefully go glamping, me and my husband, while we celebrate his 50th birthday. We are going to stay in a hotel downtown Chicago, in a big fancy hotel, and stay there for a couple of days. And this hotel has like a full gourmet kitchen, which is my dream because I'm a cook. I mean, I'm not a professional cook, but I love to cook. So I cannot wait to make a meal in that kitchen. Oh my gosh. And not have to clean it up, not have to clean up my mess. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And the view is just nice. I mean, you have your, yeah, bells and whistles, Jeanette. You have your choice of, do you want a view of the river, Chicago River, Do you want a view of the city? I don't know if I picked or not, and I don't know what I would. The one time we stayed in a hotel like that, we chose the river view. So I've already seen that. So maybe this time I'll choose the city view. Yeah, and then they give you slippers and a bathrobe, and everything is clean. It's just it's just a very nice. I, I don't know. That's for me. I'd rather go glamping. I remember watching a movie when I was little, or when I was a teenager, called, what was it called? Troop Beverly Hills. Troop Beverly Hills. Does anybody remember that? That movie with the lady from Cheers, Diane from Cheers, Shelley Long. She um her assignment was to take her daughter and the rest of the troop out camping, but they decided, camping is not for them. So they stood in a hotel and they got, food, regular food that they didn't have to heat up on a fire. And they still told scary stories. Sorry, I'm moving my table. I just got to go rescue my little baby Chester because I put him in his little condo. I locked him up because my son came home. Come on, you want out, out? You want out, out? You're a good boy. No cry, cry. Yeah. Come on, Chester. Yeah, she's a good boy. Chester's a good boy. Yes, he is. Come on, Chester. You want to come up? Up, up? No? I don't know what you want. You have food, you have water. Oh, I had a disaster today. I had a disaster today. You want to hear my disaster story? We're going to take a break from this and that, and I will tell you this disaster story. Okay. So I make Chester, I feed him. Oh, Chester. Hang on. I gotta check on something with him. I'm so sorry. Hold on. He got himself dirty. Okay. Good job, Chester. Good job. Good job, Chester. Yeah, good job. All right. Sorry. Here I am. Okay. I boil hard. I hard boil eggs for Chester, and I feed him a half an egg with his food. I also feed him some bits of chicken. We buy this chicken from Costco, and we freeze most of it and take it out as needed. And we give him chicken with his crunchies and rice and veggies and blueberry and pumpkin. And I have, okay, so I ran out of chicken. My husband needs to go get another Costco chicken. I ran out of chicken. So, and my eggs, I needed to boil another batch of eggs. So I boil the eggs. And how I boil eggs is I put them in a pot, put water on the pot, cold from the tap, and boil it. As soon as it boils, I turn off the heat and cover the eggs for 12 minutes. After 12 minutes, I put I take the pot over to the sink and I put cold water in there and let the water cool off, stop the cooking, and then I peel the egg and I give him half with his food. All right, so I put the eggs to boil and I just went to the bedroom for a few. I needed to do a few things that weren't going to take me long, you know. And I stood in there and I got distracted with a couple of things. And I think it must have been 20 minutes gone by. And I remembered I had eggs boil with the heat on. And I thought I was going to come home. I mean, come home. I thought I was going to enter my kitchen into a disaster, like the water boiled over, all over the floor, the stove. No, they were still boiling, but the lid had a hole on there. Okay. So it would, that hole, it's ingenious. So the hole didn't allow it to boil over. It just allowed it to evaporate the water, evaporated. Um, and so the water was like going low. And so the eggs continued to boil. So I cooled them off. I peeled one. It was like a rubber ball. It was like one of those rubber balls that you would get from, those machines that you stick a quarter in, you turn the thing, the knob, and a little toy comes out in that plastic egg, and you open it, and it's a bouncing ball, that rubber ball with the jacks. That's how rubbery the eggs were. So, disaster. So he didn't have any eggs. Obviously, couldn't feed him those eggs. He didn't have any chicken. All he had was rice, veggies, pumpkin, and blueberries. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's gonna be enough. He no, he looked at me like he. I served him his food. He went, like what are you feeding me, lady? He was like searching for the chicken. Oh my gosh. Well, I ended up boiling another egg, and I fed him that. So it was a perfect egg. I didn't leave the kitchen. No. All right, next question. Oh, I know the answer for this one. Cooking or being cooked for? Cooking or being cooked for? What would you prefer? Would you rather be the cook? This is kind of like the passenger driver question we had earlier. I prefer to cook. I love to cook. It's my favorite thing besides crochet. Um, but how about you? Hey, what are you doing? How about you? Do you prefer to be in the kitchen with the pots and pans, or do you like to be served? Well, I like to be served, but would you rather somebody else do the cooking for you? Can I help you, Chester? I'm not getting far on this blanket. Yeah, I like to cook. I did some cooking today. I did cooking yesterday. I've been cooking all week. Today I made homemade mashed potatoes, and I boiled my mashed potatoes in homemade chicken broth instead of just water. So I let the flavor of the chicken broth infuse into the potatoes, and then I drain the potatoes and mash them with butter, garlic, and sour cream and a little bit of salt. They tasted like heaven. Joanne says she would love to cook but have not been able to for the last few years. Oh, why is that, Joanne? Uh, yeah, if I'm not able to cook, that would be hard for me. I like to cook. I like to um I like to eat also. I'm not really a fan of all the cleanup work, you know. It's not my favorite thing to do. Oh, vertigo. Oh my gosh. Yes, and your back hurts. Okay. So, Joanne, I know how you feel because I get vertigo once in a while. And sometimes when my kitchen, I have to go from the stove to the cabinet to the sink and back to the stove. I'm turning around. I know how what you mean. And if I got too like, oh no, yeah, I wouldn't be able to cook. I actually did have an accident, and I did fall with a pot of boiling water in my hands, and tragedy, it was, I have a scar. I was in the hospital. It was, it was quite awful. But my back also hurts all the time, and I have to wear this back brace while I cook. which I hate. But sometimes I forget it. I hope that it doesn't get to that point where I need to stop cooking. Um, and also, I wish you better health in the future, so much better that you would get the opportunity to cook again soon. That's what I wish for Joe and Jack, um, because it's vertigo is no fun. I once had it really bad. I remember I must have been when I took my kids to a little tiny amusement park near where we used to live. And it has miniature golf there, and it has a little game room where you could play skee ball and everything, and go karts. And then they had the little kitty roller coaster. Jeanette says multitasking is very distracting. It is. It is. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this okay. This young man, they were searching for him. He actually attends the same school my son used to when he got um his bachelor's degree. He went to ISU, and the student, a graduate student of Illinois State, was missing, and they found his body. Oh, that's terrible. It's terrible. Okay, so I let's come back. Sorry, I don't want to lose too many people. um, so there's this little roller coaster that I took my little boys on. They were little, like 2 and 1, and I took them on this little, maybe 2 and 3, because you can't take a 1 year old on a roller coaster. Baby, it was a baby roller coaster, and I went on with them. And I think something happened when we went down. It was just a little, dip in my ear, in my inner ear, because I wasn't the same for a while. I would get dizzy, even just standing, even just laying in bed. I would get severely dizzy. And I actually had just applied to Victoria's Secret to work there part time. And they called me while I was having quite a day with the vertigo. And they said, would you want to come in and interview? Or I don't know if it was after the interview or what, but I ended up saying, I can't, I'm not in any shape to work right now. But yeah, it's a, it's a very unpleasant feeling to feel, feeling dizzy. Very unpleasant. I still, I went for testing, test after test after test, trying to find out what was wrong. They couldn't find out anything. And one day, this, I went in for one final test, and this test was really going to find out what the problem was. So I went in for the test, and they said, "Oh no, we can't do the test because our machine just broke. Come back in this many weeks, whatever. We'll call you when it's repaired." By the time it got repaired, I was fine. So, but I was not fine for many, many weeks. So I know exactly how that goes. Um. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Would you rather attend a party or host a party? Say it again. Would you rather attend a party or host a party? Hmm. Hosting a party is quite cool. It's a lot of work, but a lot of people love to be the host. Monica from Friends always wanted to be the host. You know, remember that? She always wanted to be the hostess. But attending a party much better because when you're done with that party, I mean, when you're in your head done, you can leave. All you have to do is leave. But when you're hosting a party and you're done in your head, like your attitude is done with the party, that doesn't mean the party's over. You have to wait for those people to get the hint to go home. Joanne rather attend. Yeah, you need to. And then there's the cleanup afterwards. So there's just the cleanup before, the prep before, all the pre-party stuff, and then all the post-party stuff. I'm one to when somebody leaves my house, I kind of like want to go behind and put Lysol everywhere that they were. I it makes me feel better that I know that whatever they came in contact with is disinfected, and that's not because of COVID either. That was before. I've always done that. So I'm going behind, spraying Lysol, cleaning up, and vacuuming. Because I feel like I don't want their like skin particles that they shed while they were at my house to stay in my carpet. You gotta sweep up, and it's a little. I have a hint, more than a hint of OCD. So yeah, for me, it's attend the party. I'll attend. And the only problem I have with attending a party, um, well, one of the problems I have with attending a party is what are their bathrooms like? Like, what if I have to use the bathroom? Are there more than one? Is there more than one bathroom? Is it going to be like a clean bathroom? Because I've attended parties where that bathroom was a joke. That porta john would be cleaner. You know, um, and then I've attended parties where like I'm afraid to even use the bathroom. It's so fancy and clean. You know, so it's both ways. But of course, I would rather attend a party with a clean, fancy, intimidating bathroom than a joke of a bathroom that doesn't even have any soap. And I wonder, like, okay, if there's no soap in the bathroom, how I ate their food. Let me put two and two together. They don't have soap in their bathroom, and I just ate what they served me. Not, maybe they have soap in their kitchen, but I don't know. They don't have soap in their bathroom. They don't really put soap as a priority on their shopping list. Anyway, so how about you? Would you rather attend a party or host a party? Bathrooms don't bother me. When I was a youngster, we had outhouses. Yeah, outhouses. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of outhouses. There's kind of, yeah, the porta johns either. Not a fan. I rather hold it than have to use a porta john. Oh, don't get me wrong. I've used many porta john. Hey, Dana is here. Hello, Dana. We're playing a game of hook hook. We're playing a game of hook hook. We're playing a game of this or that. And the question was, would you rather attend a party or host a party? And I say attend because you get to control when the party's over for you. If you want to go home and relax and be in unparty party mode, you can choose. And you don't have to clean up after anybody either. I, I've I've hosted many parties, two bigger parties in my life. One party I hosted was for my grandmother as she turned 80 years old. On her 80th birthday, I invited everybody uh, that is related to her in any way and her friends. when you're 80, you don't, they have very many friends, old friends that are alive. So it was mostly relatives. 84 people attended. I rented a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom home in a little suburb with a pool in the backyard and a big yard and a garage, attached garage. And we had 84 people at that party. And um, it was quite a task to clean up after them. I mean, I remember mopping the floor and changing the water several times after each mop, and the water was black, like this, like black, like this phone screen. Um, so yeah, but it was fine. It was for my grandmother. I did it, as a favor to her. It's, a gesture to her. So I didn't have a problem with that. The other party I hosted was a housewarming party for my mom. And she had just built a house in a cute little suburb, same suburb. And so it was like 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom home, big kitchen, everything giant, attached garage, a lot of big yard, everything, patio, a deck. I don't know how many people came. I didn't even count. But it was like people were coming in, staying for a while, leaving. More people were coming in, staying for a while. It was kind of like an open house thing. You come see our new house and then stick around, have a beverage, have a snack, and then you can leave, you know. I like those kind of parties to attend, but to host them, they were a lot of work. So anyway, okay. So the next question is, um, okay, this one is kind of for me. Would you rather hang out with little kids or older people, old folks? Would you rather hang out with little kids or older people? Freaky Geek is here. Hello. Older kids or, I mean, little kids or older people, like senior citizens. Who would you rather hang out with? Little kids, they believe anything you tell them. Everything is fascinating for them. Or older people, they have many stories. They're wiser. Freaky says neither. They scare me. Dana says I always host parties, but you would like to attend. Dana, you agree with me with the seniors? Seniors, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. I have a lot of friends who are seniors. They're much better friends than women my age. I'm telling you that. They have better advice to give, and the stories they tell, the things that they've seen that I never would see ever. And they tell you how streets used to look like, and there's something about seeing a picture, but then somebody painting a picture in your head describing a street. That street used to have this kind of light, and you know that store where you can go in the store and get yourself a soda. you know I just love listening to older people talk about their experiences that they've had when they were younger and things that they've gone through. Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful. I do enjoy that. And I know that sometimes I ask them advice and they are quick. They always give me the best advice. The best advice. That Joanne says that's a hard one. I work with elders and I have little people in my home, and I have no problem with little people, little little kids. I can actually deal with little kids, so that's not a problem for me. I used to teach kids. I used to teach kindergarten, um, and then besides that, I taught Sunday school for 20 years. Every Sunday, every single Sunday, I taught little kids. So my age was always kindergarten. I had the kindergarten kids. And so they were very eager to learn. They could be moody, they had their moments. Of course, when I taught the all day kindergarten, that was much harder than teaching a couple hours of Sunday school. After a couple hours, you're going home and you don't have to do it again for another 7 days. But kindergarten, you're doing it every single day of the week and you're doing it for hours because our kindergarten was a whole day. It was not half a day, it was all day. And I didn't have a problem with it. Just once in a while, you would have that kid who would uh, say the bad word, you know, that they heard at home. And everybody, all the other kids heard it, and you're like, oh my gosh, and everybody heard that word. Now, this kid is going to go home and tell their mom they heard this word at school, and they're going to come and they're going to call me and they're going to question me. Oh my gosh. And that always happened every single year. And then you had the kid with the temper tantrum. Oh, and the first day of school was always like the criers, the kids who have never been away from their mom, and their first day of kindergarten, the first day away from their mom, really, and they would cry, 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 day after day, and just you know, of course, a lot of kids they cry for the first 5 minutes and they're fine. They bounce right back and they're okay. And they come to school the next day and they have no problem. But then there is always that kid, always that kid. No, Joanne, you can't. You can't. And sometimes the parents don't even know they're teaching that to their kids. And they may say things thinking, oh, they're little kids. They're not going to understand what I'm saying. But they do. I mean, oh my gosh. And uh, so, but yeah, these kids, they learn they learn things. I remember during there was a nap time, all the little kids, we had little mats for them to lay. We had a big open area for them to lay on the mats, and they had their own mats that they would bring, and they would lay down. It'd be dark. I'd turn off the lights, and I'd work on my papers, and they'd sleep for about 45 minutes. And because it was a long day, we started school started at 8:30, and it ended at 2:45. So that's a long day for a 5-year old. And 45-minute nap, and the teacher, I had no aid. So if I had to use the bathroom, I needed to find somebody from the high school department and say, could you come in the classroom and watch the kids just while I go for a break, and I'll be right back. And that was always, there was most of the time not a problem. On one day, these kids were in some sort of assembly where I had nobody. And so the bathroom wasn't far from me. And I'm like, run. I ran quick, did what I had to do, came back, and there was this little girl on top of another little boy, and she was doing stuff to him that maybe she's seen her parents do. And oh my gosh, I'm like, I screamed out her name. I think I remember what her name is. I'm not going to say it. Obviously, she's probably, there's no chance she's watching, but still, it was just like, what do I do with this? This little boy, he just got an experience that he shouldn't have for another 20 years. And, it wasn't extremely bad, but it was bad for 2 5-year-olds to be doing these things. So that was my most memorable. That and being kicked in the shin with those shoes, wooden, those shoes with the base of the shoes, it's wood. Oh my gosh. And I would have kids spit on me and smack me, and They just didn't, they weren't happy to be at school, especially late August when summer has just ended and they've never been away from their mom. Hello, Christy's Creations. How are you today? Thanks for coming. Don't forget to hit the like button and all that good stuff. We are just playing a game of this or that. I don't know. I went off on a little rabbit trail. And so the next question is, let's see. Oh, would you rather be sweating or shivering? So would you rather be really hot or really cold? Hello, Angela. Sweating or shivering? Okay. Really hot or really cold? That's a hard one. And again, maybe I'll put a twist on it. What's worse, being hot, or being cold, too cold? What's worse, being sweaty or shivering? What's worse? What's worse? I don't even, I don't like either. I don't like either. Sweating, I feel like I just feel dirty and ugly. I know sometimes I would go to a fest in Chicago and it'd be really hot and I just want to go home and everything is just ugh. I don't like it. But then I remember I know that I've gone to many football games with my kids and it's cold, and you just can't get comfortable and your shoulders are like this. Shoulders I like this, and you just like your back is just so I don't know. They both that one is a big IDK for me. That's a big IDK. Sweating or shivering, what's worse? Mm-mm. I can't pick. Both equal uncomfort. Chrissy, so you say hot is worse. And Joanne doesn't know. And Dana doesn't like either. But when she's cold, she can wrap up and go to sleep. When she's hot, she gets irritated. Yeah, when you're hot, you can only take so many things off. When you're cold, you can bundle up and layer. So and snuggle, you know. Um, Freaky Geek says, well, I would not say painful, but very uncomfortable for sure. Yeah. Uncomfort is, you know, no fun. An earlier question was um, embarrassed or afraid? What's worse, being embarrassed or afraid? I picked embarrassed because that involves a lot of people, but and afraid, I already know what to do with when I'm afraid. I know what to do. You pray, you breathe, you stop what you're doing, you listen to some music. You already know what to do when you're afraid. But when embarrassed, you can't control the other people, what they're doing, what they're saying, what how they're acting. Mm-mm. But so yeah, Christy, were you gonna go to the beach today? Are you in town, Christy? Yeah, it was pretty cold this morning, and it's 66 here now. I slept with my window open, and because I have a thick blanket, so it's pretty nice to sleep with the window open. Of course, when I had to get up to use the bathroom, that was no picnic, but wasn't as bad. Either emotion, you have to learn to overcome the situation. Yeah. Freaky geek, I don't know how to overcome embarrassment. I'm not used to it. I'm used to being afraid, so I know how to deal with it. But embarrassment, I just, it leads to me being angry later on, and resentful. So that just, it's a bouquet of emotions when you get embarrassed. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Ambition or comfort? Are you ambitious, or do you like your comfort zone? Do you like to be in that comfort zone? Or are you more of a risk taker? Are you an ambitious person, a goal setter? Do you get bored with the everyday mundane? You want to change all the time. What are you? Ambitious or comfortable? Oh, red. I'm sticking with red for 3 more days. We had 4 days in a row of high 80s. I remember those days not too long ago. So today, right now, currently, I'm working on September 11th. I'm just about done with September 11th, about to do September 12th, 13th, and 14th, all in red. All right, either emotion. Okay, I read that already. So, what say you? Ambition or comfort zone? Which would you prefer? Which would you prefer, Chester? I know you probably are ambitious. You probably see a dog and you want to go see what's that dog's name? Where did it come from? And you're ambitious when you see treats. Well, I want to see those treats. Give me some of those treats. I know that Chester would be sleeping on the couch, and if I leave the room, he leaves his comfort zone and he follows me. That's if daddy's not home. Because when daddy's home, mm-mm. I like the beach at any temperature. Oh my gosh, really? I'll say comfortable, as I don't like too much change. Hi, Inherited Stitches. Angela says, I'm all about comfort. I have chronic pain and fibromyalgia. Mm-hmm. Same, Angela. Same. I rather, you know, they're rare. I could count on my one hand how many times I set forth to get a goal accomplished. I mean, a big goal, like opening my own business. I've tried that a couple of times, and well, I guess even with the YouTube channel, that's ambition. I could be in my comfort zone and just like, I don't want to do videos. I'd rather just watch videos. But I have a little bit of both. I have a little bit of both, I guess. And Christy is a thrill seeker. Well, obviously, if you go to the beach in any weather, yeah. Inherited Stitches says, my lab coonhound turned 7 years old today. Happy birthday to your dog. He and my husband went for a run. Dog is very energetic still. They ran 7 miles. Oh my gosh. Ran our dog's age in miles. Dog thoroughly enjoyed himself. Oh my gosh. Was that just a coincidence, or do you do that every year for the dog? Run their age in miles. Was it just a coincidence? I've been in my comfort zone, Joanne says. No, nothing wrong with that. There's no law against being in a comfort zone. Though slow ambition. Okay, slow ambition, Christy says. Yeah, I remember like I told Mary Kay, and they would always preach against comfort zones. Don't be in your comfort zones, and uh, get out of your comfort zone. Get off the couch, and get on the phone. Get those faces painted. Our dog is our running buddy. Keeps the dog from getting fat. He once gained 15 pounds one winter. He was sneaking into his dog food bag. Oh God. Oh, that'll pick on the pounds. Your husband is 46, so he can't run that in one day. Um, Speaking of husbands, inherited. Speaking of husbands, my husband just commented that he's at Costco getting chicken for Chester. Dad's getting your chicken, and then we can eat your chicken because you didn't have your chicken today, did you, Chester? No, no, you didn't have your chicken today, poor Chester. You didn't have your chicken. Mm-mm. Okay, you smell so good. You smell like heaven. He smells like heaven right now because he's emotional and he lets out a little bit of pheromones. Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. You're my baby. Oh my gosh, I'm so crazy for this dog. Inherited on my 37th birthday, we rode on bicycles. My, I can't even finish that sentence. You rode your age in miles, 37 miles. Our old friends organized it. It was pretty fun. I've done a 10-mile bike ride, and that's as far as I can do. We used to do that every Sunday. We live in the trail, and you go around the trail, and at the end, you end up where you started, and you've done 10 miles. Sometimes I toss some cooked chicken, beef, pork, etc. to my dog after dinner. Yeah, gotta give those dogs protein. If you'll excuse me, I need to go to the ladies' room. I will be right back. Uh, I will try not to take too long. Okay, I'm back. I also got a refreshment. My my water is all gone, which no, there's a little bit left, but it's all room temperature. I can't stand room temperature water, so I have my cold water in here. Okay. Oh, XV Hairstyles. Hello. I've never seen you here before. And thank you for coming in. Thanks for visiting. Thank you. Uh, where are you coming from, another channel? How did you hear about us? Inherited Citrus says he will eat carrots, but weirdly, not apples. Oh, Chester loves apples. This is the dog that will eat plain popcorn. Chester loves plain popcorn too. I was in much better shape in my 30s than now, 10 years later. Sad to say. That's how it goes usually. Thank you, Dana. Okay, can you forward phones? Excuse me while I get up again and go go forward my husband's work from home calls because he comes home and he works from home and he's about to come home and all the calls from the office that goes to the office have to come here to the home phone, and at a certain time of the day he answers them, but he can answer them from his cell phone too. So hold on just a minute while I do that. And oh goodness, Chester right on time. Chester got himself into trouble again. Oh no, goodness gracious. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Go from here. Go, go. Sorry. Let me. Oh, see if I remember how to do this. Menu, features, forward, I'll enter forward. I'll enter forward. Oh, I forgot how to do it. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I forgot how to do it. Oh my gosh. I have to figure out how to do this. I gotta call him. Excuse me. Is it no answer forward? On? On. I put it on? Put it on. After 6 seconds? Okay. No answer forward. Paper towels. All right. I got it. Oh, I should get a salary for doing that every time. Okay. And then I got to text him something. Thanks for sticking with me. I apologize for this. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I didn't mean my weight, although I am, you're, I'm not going to try to, I'll say that where I can say it in my head, but I mean my back and such is trash. Take care of your back or it will take you out back and kick your hiney. Yes, she's right. And take care of your knees too. Freaky and knees. Oh, there you go. Bad knees lead to a bad back. I have had wonky knees for decades, so I lifted with my back and said, "Oh no, what the duck?" I like that, freaky geek. Wow, what the duck? Okay, let's play some more of this or that. This game is kind of cute. All right. All right. This one is for okay. Some of them are specific for a certain type of people, but here's for everybody. What do you like better, salad or sandwich? Salad or sandwich? I like a sandwich. I like a nice hearty sandwich with lettuce, crunchy lettuce, and mayonnaise, and not pickles, unless it's a burger. Then I like pickles. Julia's here. Hello. We're playing this or that. The top 5 disc in my neck. Oh my gosh. L5 and S1 are degenerative. It is painful. I have had multiple hernia surgeries. Protect your abdomen muscles too. I know. I have back issues too. I have back problems. I hate it. Um, so Angela says salad. Inherited says it depends on the sandwich. Julie says BLT sandwich. Joanne says sandwich. And inherited stitches could smash a BLT. That means like you can like you can eat it well. Is that what it means? Angela says preferably salad on sandwich. Well, yeah, you got a salad. If you're having like a chicken salad, it's basically a sandwich without the bread, unless you're having croutons. But it's still not as many carbs as bread. Inherited likes a ham sandwich with lettuce on it. Sounds good. I have Julie says, I love a good salad, but we'll pass it up for a BLT or grilled cheese and tomato soup. That's a very popular lunch, grilled cheese with tomato soup. I wish I liked that, but there's nothing about it I like. I don't like tomatoes. I don't like the taste of tomatoes. I don't mind tomato sauce in spaghetti. I don't mind that, but I don't like the taste of tomatoes, and I don't like the taste of American cheese. But I wish I did because it seems like a nice meal. Grilled cheese dipped in tomato soup. I also wish I liked avocado. I wish I liked them because they're so good for you. But I just don't like it. I just don't like avocado. Freaky Geek says salad. If I grew it, if I a salad, if you grew it. If I don't have any growing, sandwich. Mind you, sand in the meal can't be any better than a mud pie. Sand in the meal can't be any better than the mud pie. Oh, okay. I inherited says I don't like tomato soup. My cousin used to puke if she ate tomato soup. It was hilarious back in the day. Yeah. I don't like tomato soup either. I rather not. Uh, uh, I don't even know what I was gonna say, but I wish I did. And I like tomatoes, so it is nonsensical that I don't like tomato soup. I also don't like tomato juice or clamato, but you like tomatoes. Well, I get it. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me because, like, I know David Browning says he hates peas, he hates peas, he hates peas, but he likes pea soup. Well, I love peas. I love peas. I love peas, but I will not eat pea soup. So, hey, Miss Bev is here. We are playing this or that. Salad or sandwich? Which would you rather? You think it's bad? You don't like tomatoes, Hook? Try hating anything corn. Yeah. Well, there are certain corn things I will pass up. Like, I like cornbread. I like good cornbread. But there's cornbread that actually has bits of corn in there. Oh my gosh. And I don't like cream corn. Oh my goodness. Disgusting. But so you don't like corn chips, tortilla chips, corn frozen, tamales, nothing. Yeah. So pretty much when you go out to eat, you're with people like, let's share some nachos. No, thank you. Yeah, I get it because if I went out to eat for Mexican and everybody wanted some nachos, I would like, okay, take the guacamole out, take the olives out, take the cheese or not yellow cheese, take the tomatoes off, take this off. But before you know, I'm eating a chip with just salt on it. That's it. I don't like salsa. Blech. Diva, whose nap did you take? I know, right? Ew, cream corn. Used to not like big chunks of stewed tomatoes. Nachos is off the menu now, which is horrific to think about. Wait, why is no nachos was off your menu? I don't like cornbread either. Inherited Stitches says I should be skinnier. Well, mm, Joanne doesn't like olives either. Mm-mm. Christine says salad because I feel better after compared to sandwiches. Gluten hurts you. Yeah, I know. Did you ever try one of those unwitches from Jimmy John's? I always wanted to try one. I always say, I'm going to try one day. But every time I go into Jimmy John's, I smell that bread and say, not this time. Give me a regular sandwich. And the last time we went to Jimmy John's, I ordered a sandwich on wheat bread and she gave it to me on white bread. And I took it because I know that if I didn't take it, I I would tell her, I ordered it on wheat bread, she would happily say, I'll make you one on wheat bread. But what would come of that white bread sandwich? She would throw it in the garbage. I'm not a fan of throwing away food, especially if it's fine. So I just took my white bread sandwich and I ate it, wishing it was on wheat bread, but glad that it didn't end up in the trash. Um, yeah, I don't like olives, but I like olive oil. I mean, yeah, I don't mind oil, but I don't never eat olives. Never. I do love pickles though. Pickles are my thing. Colorado olives, California black olives. I take a pass on the pimento variety though. Mm. So we're back and forth with the olives. Some of you like them, some of you hate them. Yeah. For years I have been crushed that I don't get a can of black olives at Christmas. Really? That's how much you like olives. Well, I can understand because I love pickles that much. I love pickles. You love pickles too, huh? Julie loves fresh baked bread out of the oven. Who doesn't? I mean, especially, and if you are gluten free, because you have to, yeah, then that wouldn't be for you. Yeah, I love pickles. Oh my gosh, a little too much. Pickles I could eat for breakfast. I swear I can eat them for breakfast. I can eat them with my with ice cream. I mean pickles and ice cream. No, not because I'm gonna expect the baby. No, it's just it goes with anything. Um, yeah, dill, bread and butter, kosher. Shave a can of that in my Christmas stocking. Shove a can of that in my Christmas stocking. I'll be ecstatic. Wow, that's yeah. The only thing with pickles, also, and you love relish. I don't like relish. I'm not a fan of relish. I don't even know what relish is. Is it like chopped up pickles and then what else is in there? Chopped up pickles and what else is in relish? Because I know there's got to be something else. But I know it starts off with pickles. I am learning to give up ketchup. When we get drive through, they stuff us on ketchup packets. You know, why do you want to give up ketchup? Any reason? Okay, with some sugar. Um, one time I went to Burger King. I got a Whopper and some onion rings. This wasn't too long ago. No ketchup. And I couldn't even eat the onion rings. I was already home and I was like, forget it. It's not the same. If you can't eat the onion rings with ketchup, you might as well not even eat them. Really? A lot of ways to make your own relish. There's a shortage of ketchup packets. Oh, okay. So you're trying to give up ketchup packets, right? Not ketchup in general. I get the no high fructose corn syrup relish. I miss having cukes. I'm allergic to it. Break out in hives. It is sad to eat French fries naked. Yeah, it is. Julie, pickles, onions, spices, and in some, okay, pickles, onions, spices, and in some chopped bell peppers. It depends. It can be made different ways. I don't like bell peppers. You know what has been giving me a reaction lately is stuff made with tomatoes. Like I had spaghetti from a deli. They serve spaghetti dinners, this deli, this Italian deli. I had a reaction. And then I was eating, gosh, what was I eating? Pizza. I ordered pizza. I had a reaction from that pizza. What? I don't know. Look in there. All right. Um, There is, but it's not cooked. Oh, you mean from yesterday? No, there's no more leftovers. Yeah, that's what they gave me, Miss Bev. They gave me the zesty sauce. I didn't like it. I tried it though. Inherited says, I save what few packets we get with drive through for the children. I don't want them to suffer. There's always a shortage of something, isn't there? Freaky Geek says, when I was young, I was a flip flop type of bread. One day, I like onion rings. The next day, found them gross. Yeah, we get Motor City Pizza frozen from Costco and Walmart. What is IIRC? What is that? I love orange and red bell peppers. I can eat them raw. I've seen people eat them as bread with their sandwich. That instead of bread, they use peppers. I am going to make pasta bolognese and put some cheese in it. I made the sauce some time ago and had frozen it. I made a batch of spaghetti sauce not too long ago. And when when did I make it? I think it was Friday. Or was it Monday? I don't even know. Not even a week ago, I made it. Uh, Tuesday. Tuesday, I made it. So it's Thursday now. So I made it Tuesday. Miss Bev lives in Maryland. They out mustard on the burgers here, like at McDonald's. Oh, they put mustard like at McDonald's after breakfast. No mustard. I don't like mustard either. It is disgusting, in my opinion. Hey, I think you should anoint some more mods, trolls, and wackos around on YouTube. Really? Really? Let me take care of that. Do you mind inherited? Can I make you a mod? Is that okay with you? How about you, Freaky Geek? Would you mind being a mod? I don't want to just appoint somebody mod just willy nilly. I want to get your permission. Hi, Chester. What do you need? The paper diva Mary has her own land, Maryland. Mary has her own land, Maryland. So, yeah, these trolls sometimes they sneak up on you. I don't know. Who wakes up and decides, oh, I want to be a troll on somebody's YouTube? What? 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 Ah, come on. Come on. What? You want something, but what do you want? What? You want something from me? Are you wondering where your dad is? Because it's time for him to be home. If it keeps me safe from other mods, sure. But otherwise, I'm not very good with any kind of power. So how about you, Inherited? Would you mind being a mod? Freaky Geek, I'm taking that as a no. You'd rather not? I don't know. It's hard. You know what? All this time, shoot, I forgot I was gonna have somebody on my panel. That was my mindset. It never happened. It never happened, and we have like 15 minutes left. But next time, there's always next time, right? Okay. Also, I don't wear dresses blue or otherwise. Okay. Julie, no promises. Okay. Julie can be a mod. More of a no, thank you. Okay. Julie, let's make you a mod. Inherited. I'm still waiting for you to get back to me. Thank you, Julie. There is your blue dress. What do you want? Chester, Chester, what do you want? You smell so good. At least you ask most places to. I automatically have a wrench. I love it though. Yeah. Okay. Um, do you want a blue dress, Miss Bev? Let's see. Yeah, I don't have very many mods on here. You want to close your door, Ryan? I'm almost done. Oh, there you go. You tried it on. I hope it fits. Two places I have a wrench, just so I'm not timed out for my silly ways. Ah, oh, Miss Bev says, "God bless you, Ryan." He sneezes like a bear. Thank you, Julie. Okay, so one more question. Let's try one more question, and mm, we can probably raid um, Dana. All right, had this. Okay, this one refers to museums. Do you like museums? Museums. If you had to choose, would you choose an art museum to go to or a history museum? Art or history? Joanne, that was the younger Mr. Hook, my son. That was Baby Bear Hook. Inherited, you say history? Me too, history. I am becoming a history buff of sorts. Okay, Dana, I'm becoming a history buff. I like to hear, like I mentioned before, the senior citizens. I like to hear their stories. That's history, you know? And I like to hear it. I like to hear what happened yesterday, years ago. I want to hear what happened. So, History Museum, I'm all about it. I'm just not into war things. I'm not war history of war. I rather not hear about it. Um, most do, Julie. Never know when I slip past the line of naughty and too naughty. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking history and what? Okay. Yeah, history. History museum or art museum? History or art? Art museum. Um, I don't think I've ever been to an art museum, but history museum. We have our famous Chicago Museum of Science and History downtown by the Soldier Field where the Bears play. So we've been there many times. You're fascinated by history museums. In Wisconsin, La Crosse, Wisconsin, they have an interactive museum. Wow. And you don't like the smell of raid, so will not carry a can to the next time. You're silly. Um, there was a while back, there was an exhibit in our museum called, was it layers or pieces or something? Slices. It was slices. It was slices of the human body. So you could see what's inside the human body. And they had those all throughout the museum. and I thought that was cool. I'm fascinated with anatomy. I'm interested in that, and I like. I guess I do like science, but I'm not. You know, it's not my number one go to, but I'm more medical science. I'm into that. Anything that has to do with the human body, I'll take it. I want to hear it. I subscribe to some channels that deal with anatomy, but I do like history. Um, and if you were here earlier, a lot of you were not here earlier. I was talking about one of the questions was Netflix or Hulu, and then I went off on a tangent saying that on Netflix I'm watching The Crown, and The Crown it deals with Queen Elizabeth and how she became the when she became the queen. So it's historic. There's a little bit of fiction in there, but most of it is accurate, and I like almost reliving that, and it's fascinating to me. So I'm really into that show right now. And Freaky Geek says sometimes art and history kind of merge with ideas and grossness too. Yeah, well, like art and history, you take I think it's Van Gogh, history and art. He's an artist. Um, you the story about his ear, that's history, but it also deals with art. He was an artist. So Miss Bev, you watched The Crown. I'm just starting it, so I'm on season one. I think episode 5. So I'm brand new to it, but I'm really liking it. I like it, but my husband is now watching with me, so that means I can't watch unless he's watching with me. So, and once he goes to bed, I got to turn it off because I'll just have to end up watching it again, which is, I guess, no problem. Um, I don't know what that means. Inherited. Oh, Victorian death photos. Yikes. Oh, I've never seen those. I'll probably look them up later on though. Because if you say yikes, I'm interested. I would want to see it. Anything that calls for a yikes, Sandy wants to see it. I am interested in yikes stuff. I like the body slices. Like a lot of people were grossed out by it, but not me. I was into it. I could look at that stuff all day. That's true. You are right, Freaky Geek. Thank you for that idea. You're right. Because either, yeah, you're right. And I could get more out of it because I have to have the captions on. I'm serious. I have to have the captions on. I have a hard time understanding um, the accent. I think the accent is so strong and they speak so fast. And everything moves. The only thing I noticed about that show, it seems to be always dark in that TV show. It's always dark. I know London is not a very sunny place, and it's very, cloudy and not very, it's not, they don't have hot weather. They're not famous for hot weather, but still, didn't they have lights back then? I was never into the royals. I mean, I would see their stories on tabloids as you check out of the grocery store. Even when I was younger, Princess Diana, she was always on the Enquirer. Do they still make the Enquirer? Because that newspaper, magazine, whatever you want to call it, it was a magazine made out of paper, like a newspaper material. Yet they called it a magazine, so I don't know. But do you want to do one more? Let's see. Would you rather lose sleep or skip a meal? Would you rather lose a night's sleep or skip a meal? Which one? Or here's another way to put it. What's worse, losing sleep or skipping a meal? What is worse, skipping a meal or losing sleep? Hmm? What's worse? I can't read the caption when it's too fast, so not big on subtitle movies. Yeah, it's distracting, but I will not be able to understand what they said. I I have a hard time. It's like they're speaking a different language. Okay, freaky geek. I know I put it. Okay, so you're skipping a meal, paper diva, and are you saying it's worse to skip a meal, freaky geek? Because I think it's worse to lose sleep, in my opinion. Because when I have lost sleep, I have fallen. I have fallen because of lack of sleep, and that's dangerous. I've injured myself because of lack of sleep. Yeah, you're right. You could fall, like I said, you could fall. You can say things and be like, "What did I just say?" I've done that. Like after childbirth was, ugh. I would be talking, and then, what? Did I just fall asleep? Yeah. Mm-mm. And skipping a meal, you can be faint. You can become faint. Yeah, it's almost the same thing, but I can handle it better. For me, I can handle skipping meal better. And Julie is a diabetic, so she has to have at least a snack. You have insomnia, Julie, so lack of sleep sucks too. The insomnia gets to me more though. Yeah. Okay. Both do suck. Um, but for me, insomnia, losing sleep can hurt me physically. I can fall. I can, you know, yeah, I can hurt myself. Oh, more frequent nowadays, Joanne. That's unfortunate. And again, I wish you better days ahead. Better days to come for you in my wish list. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Hmm. I'm sorry. What am I? I'm looking at. That is so weird. So weird. All these changes in life today is reason enough to lose sleep. Yeah, all this COVID stuff and always something on the news. And I know that my local news station, they often push into my phone notifications when anybody gets shot in our city. I don't know why. I don't know how to turn that off. Like, I want to know when something happens, but I don't want to know when someone gets shot. I just don't want to know. I I don't want to know. But I do want other notifications. I want notifications of something happening. I turned them on when we were having the riots in our streets, because it helped me to know where to stay away from, you know. What phone do you have? Okay, let's see. I silence a lot of stuff. I have the Apple 10, 10, I think. The Apple, do they call it 10? Apple X. Yeah, they called it the X instead of 10. Um, and again, I want notifications for a lot of things, just not the shootings. I only took at I only look at Rona stuff that is potentially at my kids' school. Yeah, see, if I had kids in school, it would be more important for me to know those notifications about COVID. It's still important. I want to know how many cases we've had. You know, when they were doing it every day, it was interesting to see how many, if it went up or down. Yeah, it pops up on my phone. Not even, it doesn't make a sound. Or maybe it does, but I have my phone on silent a lot. But so, like just now, I don't know if any of you were in here. There was this young man missing at the school my son went to, where he got his bachelor's, and there was a graduate student missing, and I found out that they found his body, which is sad, but you know, it's just it. I guess it helps me to know how to pray when I get those notifications. That's for sure. Freaky Geek says, my aunt has a cell phone. Found out why she don't get those Amber Alerts. It's not connected to the internet. Mm, yeah, I mean, I do want a lot of the news notifications, just not the shootings. I wish I wouldn't see the shootings, and I don't think I can pick and choose. That's like saying I wanna watch the news, but not the bad news, only the good news. That's like saying I want to watch the news, but I only want to hear about the weather. I don't want to hear about the traffic. We got one of those alarms that sound like an Amber Alert. We got one here in Illinois the day before Thanksgiving, or maybe the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And it went off blaring early in the morning, and it told everybody to stay home. Don't go visit their relatives out of town. To stay in town. Hmm. Okay. Uh-oh. Someone got home from Costco with one thing on the list. How many things did you leave in the car?
How many things did I buy?
How many things did you leave in the car?
Just the toilet paper towel.
Mm. How was your lunch?
Pretty good.
He had homemade, I made him sausage and peppers. And then he had the leftovers for lunch today. I know. It's my dog. I know. Chester Barkerson over there. Bob Barker. Did you get my text just now?
What?
Did you get my text message?
No.
Okay, look at your personal phone. Mhm. So let me go ahead and set this up to go raid Dana when she comes on. Here it is, Citrus. I just load my homie's weather page. He has a weather system in his backyard. He is like a mile from me, or not much more. It's extraordinarily local. Really? And Joanne, yeah, I've been there. I I think I took like 20 years off of not watching the news. I didn't watch for 20 years. People only talk about Denver. What's that? The mainstream news, people only talk about Denver. I don't know what that is. The verbs can get bent. Best. Oh, Denver, where you live. It drove him up the wall, so he got his own weather system that uploads data from NOAA. Oh, okay, Denver. Sorry. Really? Okay. They only oh yeah. Well, most of our news is I wouldn't say it's just Chicago. We talk about the suburbs a lot in our because we have a lot of suburbs, lot of them. We have more suburbs than we do Chicago, right? Wouldn't you say, babe?
Of course.
Yeah. Cook County is more suburb than city.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. We have more suburbs than city where I live. Yeah, that's what when people say they live in Chicago, most of the time they don't live in Chicago. They live in one of the suburbs. Oh, it goes out for blizzards and hailstorms, tornadoes. Really? Okay, Freaky Geek is leaving us. Thanks for coming in. Some of my ancestors lived in Cook County, very early 20th century. Yeah, we call it Crook County sometimes as a joke. Crook County. But that's just because of our politicians. All right, let's see here. Let me go on this to pull up Dana's page so we can have it all set up for her. I don't see it anywhere. Mhm. Let's see. I see the one. Let me go to her page, actual page. I don't see it. She must not have it up yet. All right. Make and meet. Okay. She doesn't have it up yet. That's okay.
We're supposed to make it.
All right. By the time you hit 1K followers, you're probably going to have enough watch hours. I don't know, Inherited. Every single day that goes by, you lose. Like this morning when I woke up, all the hours that I had
So pick up
from
tomorrow.
Sep-
You said pick up only?
September 22nd, 2020 went away. If I racked up hours on September 22nd, 2020, by this year, September 23rd, 2021, those hours disappear. So every day I'm losing hours from last year. I'm losing whatever I gained from 2020 every day that passes. So I have to be gaining hours every single day because I'm losing hours every single day. I don't like that part of it. But I'm telling you that 1K is it's a slow go. I've been stuck in 800 jail for many months, I think. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. When was I in 700? In the 700s, but I think I've been in the 800s. Um, and even over 850. I've been over 850 for a long time now, but I'm still not at 900. So, oh, you're stuck in 130s prison? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I gotta check. That makes me curious. How long I've been above 850? I've been above 850 for a long time. Above 850 and below 880 for a long time. Long time. Um, and I actually to even make it more, I think I've been in the 870s the longest. So that's where I'm stuck in the 870s.
Manchester.
So Inherited Stitches says if she ever hits 1K, she'll shout me out on the community tab. Same. I will be doing a lot of shout outs on my community tab when I hit 1K. What does that mean? Social blade. I don't know what that means. So did you read that text message?
What?
Did you read that text message?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. I never heard of that term. What does that mean? Oh, thank you. Thank you. It will even have a live subscriber count. Well, thank you. I like that. Thank you, Inherited Stitches.
We're gonna eat?
Huh?
Are you gonna be live somewhere? You wanna eat?
You know what? There's mashed potatoes.
Are you finished?
No, I'm not finished.
Okay.
Do you wanna you want some chicken? And there's mashed potatoes on the stove. You can have chicken and mashed potatoes. Also, it shows predictions. Okay. No. Yeah, I'm working on it. I am working on it. All right, let's see here. Well, thank you, though, Inherited Stitches. That is very helpful. I'm going to look into that later on when I get a chance. It says in about 3 to 5 months you should reach 1K. Really? So just start promoting your channel everywhere. Yeah. Would that ever change? You know, is that saying in 3 to 5 months, if you keep doing, like if you live in your comfort, if you're in your comfort zone, you don't do anything, you're going to reach 1K. So is there a chance, like if I do something else, I would beat those odds? James Skype. Oh, I swear. Oh, that's okay. But he does help tiny YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me check that out. Okay. All right. Let me check that out. Thanks for the warning, but that doesn't bother me at all. Not at all. Oh. There. Ah, very interesting. Thank you for that advice. Thank you for that advice. Oh, she's giving me a bunch of tips. This woman about running YouTube channel. Okay, when do you? But some people, I am not offended by profanity at all. Yeah, me neither. Really, 35K. I'm actually really. Oh my gosh.
Sit. Lay down. Lay down.
Okay, good to know.
Lay down. Wait. Okay.
3 years for me. I just made 1K. We're waiting on you, sustain. Yeah, we are. Tina, where are you? No, I agree. Inherited stitches. I am not offended by profanity at all. Sometimes I'm offended by non-profanity, like when everybody in the conversation is using it, and there's that one person who chooses not to use it. And that's kind of sketchy for me. One of my grandsons has to go for blood work. Oh, now you have to take him for blood work now? Or you just found out? Hey, the Pulp Pie guys is here. Daniel. Daniel, right? Thanks for coming in. We have uh, somebody from across the pond in my live, babe. Well, we probably always do. But um, I just want to see what time it is there in in your neck of the woods. It's late, Daniel. It's 10:48. That's okay. I was up late last night too, until like maybe midnight watching YouTube. Okay, his mom is taking him. I just went on Saturday. Hey, Miss Granny D is here. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Granny D. We're just waiting on Dana, but in the meantime, we were talking about uh right when you come in, we were talking about profanity. But we were playing a game of this or that. We were asking, would you rather do this or that? Um, just random questions I found on a website. Interesting, like in here it says like it's for they have a version for students, like science or history. If you're like for students, science or history, pen or pencil, multiple choice or essay. Oh God, multiple choice for sure for me. I remember when I enrolled in online college, I was thinking it was going to be all multiple choice things, which was going to be a breeze for me. But most of it was essays, essay after essay after essay after essay. I was like, what is with the essays? I'm like, on subjects like that, they don't even like, ugh, I don't like essays. Yeah, I forgot you were on now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're waiting for Dana. I'm just keeping holding on the fort until she gets on. And look, speak of it, she's on now. So let us go and raid her channel. And in the meantime, I just want to say thank you for coming by. I hope you put your thumbs up, and I hope you'll come back and join me. And my plan is to go live again on Monday, but I do have a video out. The link is in the description below. Take a look at that one. And I hope to see you soon. Take care and stay safe. Hold on. Let me put the link for Dana's channel. Okay. Come on. Go over there and raid her. Say hook raid, and I will see you later on. Okay? Bye bye.